No, I'm just kidding. Hey. Welcome to Tough Crowd, folks. I'm standing on this bag. George Tenet, the CIA director, finally hung it up today. He said it's for personal reasons. I would have loved to have heard that phone call. Dick Cheney calls, hey, George, you got a death wish? George's like, well, I still feel the administration... Walk out before you get carried out, you understand? And the reason was that when they were trying to justify the WMDs at the meeting, Bush said, are you sure we have good information on this? And George Tenet goes, it's a slam dunk. 4 words that bit him in the ass. And you know, he probably used that expression all the time. It's like, it's a slam dunk, you know? And now, of course, all his friends and family are going to be using it against him for the next 20 years of his life, you know? His family, hey, Dad, is there milk in the refrigerator? Yes. Are you sure, Dad? Would you even call it a slam dunk, maybe? He goes out drinking with his friends. They're like, hey, here comes Kevin Garnett. Hey, slam dunk. What's going on there? 4 words that ruin your life. Like Kobe, when he said to that girl at the hotel, yeah, come on up. I'll tell you the truth. Do you feel like a gentleman now? You see what he just did? That was a gentleman's move. He let Cheryl sit in the lady, you know, in the nice seat. You came elbow and elbow out of the way to get in that seat.
You're damn right. That's the way it is. I ain't never been a gentleman.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Oh, what a star.
Oh, for crying out loud. Now listen to me.
What's on your mind, young fella? What's on your mind?
Oh,
I see what's going on. 4 black folks here. What's on your mind?
Yeah, why we couldn't...
This is a setup, folks. Believe me.
Why we couldn't get some of the white comics on the show so we can mix it up with them?
Oh.
It's a BET night, huh?
What the hell am I? What am I, Samoan? Give me quick. I could have died. Nobody can.
Good.
All right, look. Those are going to do it. The movie.
Yeah, black people, we don't know CPR. He fell out, huh?
Oh, we got insurance. That's a shame.
The movie Soul Plane opened last weekend. Let's take a look at this. Ready?
Welcome aboard. Thank you for choosing the Soul Plane. Sit tight and enjoy the flight. Soul Plane.
I don't know what you got in there, but we gonna find out. You wanna say something? You wanna say something?
Soul Plane. Now, the controversy is just that.
Let me just get it on out there. All right, you know, I could say a lot of stuff about how it was a movie. All right, goddamn it. All right.
But did you get paid though? Did you get paid?
And you know, I sold out. And I could say all kind of clever stuff like I was an artist. My wife wanted to go to Jamaica, damn it, and and that's but you know what I don't dig, and I don't necessarily think that every black movie that comes out should be reflective of you know, should have to lift people up or should have to change people's lives. Some things are just about good entertainment and really truly making money.
That's my thing, though. That's what I didn't like. The whole fact that the whole thing is on black people.
Right.
They're cooning up. White people don't have that.
Right.
There's no white person that can coon it up. If they did, Steve Martin would have been run out of the business. He would have run out of the business.
Steve Martin can coon.
Oh, he can coon. Yeah, he dances.
Well, who's responsible for that? Not white people?
No.
Right.
Well, white people are responsible for everything. I'm always gonna blame whenever.
Of course, it's like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
White people getting tired of being blamed for stuff that we're writing, we're producing.
Well, we didn't write it. No.
We may not be able to green light it, but when they call
No, we didn't write it. It wasn't written by a white dude.
It wasn't written at all?
No, it wasn't written by a black man. It was written by a white cat. I'm just telling you. I happened to be there on that very
Car Wash is the cooniest movie, but we love it, and I still got the
Michael Schultz is the bomb. Michael Schultz is the bomb.
Every black, here's the thing I get annoyed at. Every time a black person may dance or what, that don't mean they're cooning. It's like, I hate this whole cooning thing. The movie Soul Plane, I don't think it was so much cooning. It was just a badly written movie.
Not cooning,
just cooning. Wait till I walk out the damn room. You're a little out of place.
Wait a minute, it's the number 5 movie. So while we talking about what the market
but there was only 5 movies out.
Somebody likes it. Somebody bought it, and we bootlegged it to death, so somebody's going to see it. So you can't get mad at giving the market what they like.
All I'm saying is this, that I don't expect for everything I do, and I don't certainly expect for... What I have a problem with is that everybody, the people call themselves leaders and all of a sudden have an opinion and believe that that opinion should be the one that matters to everybody. Spike Lee, who I've loved and done film with, his most successful film was the film we were in together, which is Kings of Comedy. It was a successful film. That doesn't mean that everything, let me tell you, Do the Right Thing was the wrong thing to a lot of people. You feel me? that every movie that he has done hasn't been uplifting and everything, but they don't depict black people in an appropriate manner. Let me tell you something. Every black person I know ain't a lawyer. Every black person I know, and some dirty dudes that I know, whether they're black or white. And so all experiences are valid, and I can't pretend like my voice should be the only one, or anybody's voice. It's 33 million people. Whose voice is going to... We got Michael Jackson and Colin Powell. You feel me? How can you speak for those kind of people?
I'm in Beauty Shop with Queen Latifah. Do not bootleg this movie when it comes out.
I got that out already.
No, you don't. You have the other beauty shops that they made. This is the good one with Queen Latifah. Black people do not bootleg this movie. Take about 30 of your friends, go see it, and look at the ticket, and make sure they didn't give you Troy by mistake. And because that's how they do it with the numbers. And just go see it. Money talk and BS walk. So let's make it happen. Make some money.
I thought Troy was a black movie. But by the way, don't be looking, just look right over there if you want to see where the bootlegging's going on. Don't look just straight across.
No, that's the way a lot of people get to see the movies by bootleg, because only $5 costs like $12, $15 to go to the movies now. And people ain't got that kind of money. Milk is $4. You're going to have milk or buy a bootleg movie. You know what I'm saying? So people's buying the bootleg.
Movies stink. You got 3 Senegalese guys in the front row talking the whole time.
They got the camera making the bootleg. It's the Senegalese brothers.
My friend's bootlegging operation. He has it.
Nobody wants to hear about Philly, that awful... By the way, I read an article... I can't even talk about Philly right now. I get too upset. It really turns my stomach sometimes when I think about it. But let me ask you this. Isn't the real problem not black criticism, because we're talking Bill Cosby, barbershop. The real problem is black criticism in front of all white faces. That's what this argument is about. Can you stand the criticism when white people get to hear about it too and want to put our 2 cents in?
That's not a problem.
That's not a problem. But we do say don't air our dirty laundry. We do say don't air our dirty laundry.
And y'all gonna ask somebody, and the way you ask the question is, you didn't like that, did you? That was nasty. Well, you're the best.
Oh, jeez, now we're up to that. But I'm just saying this. Isn't the argument really about saying it out loud in public, meaning...
Right. No, I told you before, mind your damn business. Let us handle our stuff.
He did threaten me with that.
That's true. Mind your business. He's snooping around in our business too much.
I'm snooping around. I was watching BET last night. I know what's going on.
Right.
You know, you got your finger on the pulse of
And I'll
black
tell you right
America.
now, watch out. All I'm saying is this summer, white people, watch out. They got a plan. I don't know what it is yet. We'll be right back. You guys got to make empowering movies like we do, like Freddie Got Fingered. Anyway, Stanley Tookie Williams is up for a Nobel Peace Prize. Here's his story, for those that don't know.
It is Stanley Williams' work with these children that prompted a member of the Swiss parliament to nominate him for a Nobel Peace Prize, placing him in the company of people like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the Dalai Lama, and Mother Teresa. This is a man who has been convicted of 4 murders. There's no question about the founding of the Crips, the violence and life of mayhem. I don't understand how you then nominate someone like that for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, I wish they'd show that Swiss guy.
You know what? I agree. If he can get it, then the guys from Scared Straight should be able to get it.
That's true.
And why they have Ed Bradley asking that question?
Oh, I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's a conspiracy.
And if it was a white guy asking the question, I can have a brother.
It's racist. You can't win.
Now, let me ask you this.
Now you know how we feel when we go to court.
Go ahead. Now, what do you know?
I grew up in L.A. and everybody knew the story about Tookie. I think that the cat was a very young cat when he went to jail, and he's been in jail for a very long time. I mean, since I was growing up in L.A. And I think that what happens to people is inside or outside is that they go through a lot of changes. I mean, the way you start out in life ain't the way that you end up, and I think that you got to allow that a guy is different than he was.
But don't you think that if you're going to give out a Nobel Peace Prize to somebody, shouldn't it be somebody who's not famous, for killing people who did the same things he's done.
We're not famous for killing people.
Wait.
He's famous for starting
Here's
the Crips, but he
Here's
kills
the
you.
problem. He didn't nominate himself. See, foreign people always try to do something
Foreign
to
white
embarrass
people.
America. That Swiss dude nominated him, thought it was going to make us look bad, but it really got flipped on him because the books was really good.
No. First of all, the bottom line is this. You can make... This is not about... What I'm trying to say is that when we live in a culture, and this is not just a black... When you live in a culture where somebody's romantic because he's in jail all whipped up, and he changed his ways, that shouldn't get the person that just lives on the block, does this... It's like Bronx Tale. In Bronx Tale, I remember my favorite line was De Niro going to his son. He's not the tough guy. I get up for work every morning at 7. I'm the tough guy. That's what you get Nobel Prizes, not people like James.
You have a good point. You have a good point. You have a really good point, but there's a lot of Crips in New York right now, and you keep talking. And
No, there's Bloods in New York.
You're going to be...
Let me-
I got some of them too. What's going on?
No, but
Crips where?
Don't listen to Ruben sound.
It's a scary place.
What's up?
Colin.
Yo, the Crabs. What's up? Who you claim?
You know what? Whoa,
What they're trying to say is that it's all the same. They don't see Martin Luther King as being any different than this Crip leader. He led a whole bunch of black people, and they march and they stay outside for a long time and sell drugs, or they march and they do something outside. They don't have the mentality. See, there's a difference. That
Well, I think all
two
the
different
world
kinds of
celebrates violent people more than they celebrate normal.
You know what's funny? What is funny is that as a society, we only forgive the people that we deem it is appropriate to. And whether people like this or not, we have a president right now who was an alcoholic, and now he's the president of the United States. But nobody ever wants to say they'll allow him to make that kind of change, but they won't allow anybody else to.
All he did was drunk drive. That's all he
He
did.
didn't shoot for storekeepers like Tupi.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know if he did that. You wasn't there.
He shot the Koreans on set. I know he did.
Now, Rush Limbaugh, when he's a drug addict, everybody thinks, oh, he has a problem.
Drugs.
The bottom line is everybody has their sins, and
But there's degrees of sin.
Hold on.
Murder is different from drunk driving.
Wait a minute. White women kill their kids, and white women kill their kids and get a movie on Lifetime.
Right.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes. That's what happens.
What Susan Smith did, it happened.
What?
Susan Smith killed the kids.
And blame it on black people.
So you act like she was starring in the movie. She was a producer. She's in jail, ain't she?
That's
What I'm saying
Look
is
at Martha Stewart messing up the stock market, and look at her.
Yo, they're gonna let her go.
I don't think
Yes,
she would.
she's a
I don't
community
think they
service.
should.
Was
They
that-
gonna teach black women how to run a hustle.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If I
gonna
was
teach
Martha
black women how
Stewart
to
and
teach
somebody
the
called me
stock
up and said,
market.
get out, I would have got out too.
That's it.
Yes, everybody would did that.
Oh, you're supposed to prove that you're a great American by losing your money? Is that insane?
Yeah, exactly.
People are idiots. What I don't agree with is that everybody always sits in judgment of somebody else because they always believe it ain't gonna be them in that situation. You don't ever. So I can agree that what she did was wrong. She lied to the police, which I was trained to do. Dig it.
If you don't judge people, then there's no right or wrong.
but
That's
there's
the American
very
way
much
to
right and
judge
wrong.
people.
I'm not saying
It's
that,
human.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't judge people. What I'm saying is that you should allow whatever if justice were truly blind, and we didn't put every factor in all kinds of experiences that he came from this and he did this and he did that. If that bitch was really sitting up there with a blindfold on and not counting all the other stuff, then it would
blind,
be fair.
but she can hear real good. She hear the nigga in the voice.
Yeah, she is Tukey. Go, yo, run that register.
I don't think he should be free.
Yo, run your pockets.
I don't think he should be free, but I think he.
I hope he robs that Swiss guy when he gives him the Nobel Prize. We'll be right back.